Today we're diving into a big topic, making conscious choices during perimenopause. This stage of life is not just about hot flushes and symptoms. It's a season of transformation, a time to pull your energy back into yourself, reclaim your resources, and design a life that feels aligned with who you are becoming. But, and this is important, before you make any major choices, there are some things you need to understand about what's happening in your brain, your emotions, and your mental health. And I'll point you to episodes you should listen to before you make any big steps. Welcome back to Hot and Healthy Menopause. I'm Nicole van Hattem, your menopause coach and your retreat-loving guide through this midlife adventure. Why perimenopause is a choice point. Perimenopause is a crossroads. Do you keep living the way you always have, or do you consciously design the life you want going forward? For me, this meant making some very real, sometimes painful, and in other people's eyes, even radical decisions. I let go of the life I'd been conditioned to believe I wanted, and instead, I started following the inner knowing of what I truly desired. At first, I couldn't see anyone in my immediate world doing this, so I went searching. I travelled, I met people who had reinvented themselves, and I followed other ones online. Their stories gave me proof and inspiration, and at the same time, I worked on my self-worth, my believing I was worthy of my desires, worthy of a different kind of life. What gets in the way? Now, let's be honest. Making conscious choices during perimenopause can feel impossible at times. Brain fog makes clarity slippery. Emotions can swing, leaving you frustrated that change isn't happening fast enough. Overwhelm sets in when you think about everything that could shift, and fear whispers, what if I don't have enough resources to make this happen? Add to that the resistance you might face from people around you. Some may not like the changes you're making. They may push back, dismiss you, or even gaslight you. It's just your hormones. You're overreacting. This is why it's so important to pause before making major life-changing decisions and make sure you're working with as much clarity and stability as possible. How your brain, emotions, and mental health affect choices. Perimenopause is not just about physical symptoms. It affects cognition, which is the changes in memory, focus, and processing speed, which can make decision-making harder. Listen to the episode on cognition and menopause for strategies. Emotions and hormones. Fluctuating hormones affect your mood, tolerance, and even how you lead at work or show up in relationships. I dive into this in Emotion and Hormone. Depression. Perimenopause can increase the risk of depression, which clouds judgment, drains energy, and impacts your sense of self-worth. Depression and menopause episode will help you understand what to look for and when to seek support. These three areas, cognition, emotion, and mental health, can massively influence how you make decisions. So before you choose to leave a job, end a relationship, or move across the country, listen to those episodes. Get your foundation strong so your choices come from clarity, not chaos. Once you've grounded yourself, here are some areas to explore with practical questions. On the financial side, rethink how you manage money. What does financial security look like for me in this next chapter? Not just survival, but thriving. What changes could I make in the next 30 to 90 days that would help me feel more in control of my money? On the relational side, decide who you want close to you. Which relationships energize me and which ones deplete me? How can I set clearer boundaries or timelines for shifting relationships that no longer support my growth? On the lifestyle side, aligning daily habits with your body's new needs. Which daily habits make me feel stronger, calmer, or more aligned? And which ones leave me drained? What's one small lifestyle change I can commit to this week, and how will I track it? Your environment. Choosing a supportive space. Ask yourself, does your current home or community nurture the life you want to create, or does it hold you back? And what steps could you take in the next 6 months or even 2 years to shift that environment? The ripple effect of change. And here's the key. When you take these steps, it's not just about you. Yes, there are incredible positives. You strengthen relationships. You open doors to new careers or business paths. You create a healthier, happier version of yourself, and the people closest to you benefit. But let's not gloss over the tough stuff. Sometimes making conscious choices means questioning the very foundations of your life, rethinking a marriage or a long-term relationship, setting boundaries with family members who aren't used to hearing no, facing resistance from friends, colleagues, or partners who feel threatened by your growth. Not everyone will applaud your changes. Some may criticize, dismiss, or even try to pull you back into the old version of yourself. This can feel heartbreaking because it's not just about changing your routines, it's about navigating the reactions of the people you love the most. I've been there. I've had to make bold decisions knowing they would impact people close to me, financially, emotionally, even socially. And yes, it was painful, but here's what I discovered. When you grow into the version of yourself that feels authentic, the relationships that matter most can evolve with you. And the ones that can't, it's painful, but letting go creates space for healthier, more supportive connections. And remember, not every change has to be radical. Sometimes it's something simple, like decluttering your space. And remember, not every change has to be radical. Sometimes it's something simple, like decluttering your space. Clearing away clutter frees up energy, reduces stress, and can even free up cash to use for something joyful, like travel or investing in your well-being. The point is, change ripples outward. It can challenge others, but it can also inspire them. And over time, the benefits of your growth extend well beyond you. The upgraded you. Think of perimenopause as an upgrade. You're not losing the old version of yourself, you're evolving. With the right conscious choices, you get to create a life where your body feels supported, your mind feels clearer, your spirit feels nourished, and your future feels like it belongs to you. This isn't just about managing symptoms. It's about designing a lifestyle where you can thrive. So here's today's invitation. Pause, reclaim your energy, and reflect on what conscious choices you need to make to step into your upgraded self. And remember, before making major life-changing choices, listen to my episodes on cognition and menopause, emotion and hormones, and depression and menopause. They'll help you make decisions from a place of clarity and confidence. And if you're ready for tailored support, I'd love to work with you as your coach. Together we'll build a roadmap designed around your goals with accountability to keep you moving forward, solutions for roadblocks, and resources to make the journey not just manageable, but enjoyable. Find out how to work with me at NicolevanHattem.com. Until next time, stay hot, stay healthy, and keep making conscious choices. Thanks for listening to Hot and Healthy Menopause. If today's episode helped you, please follow the show and share it with a friend who's also navigating the transition. And remember, you'll find my free menopause symptom tracker, retreat recommendations, and more resources at NicolevanHattem.com. This is your time to thrive, and I'll be right here to guide you through it.